Cashless Society here again today, and I wanted to go over, something that has always come to mind for me, and that is that proof of stake, essentially in crypto, is is like owning a growth stock that pays dividends, and why this is a great thing. I'm going to dive into a little more in detail right here. All right, so first off, basically, if you didn't know, in the stock market, there's growth stocks and then there's essentially dividend paying stocks. And the dividend paying stocks are going to be companies that are probably more stable. They've been around for a while. They know the market that they're in, and they're basically just running and operating their business from a stable standpoint with no intention to really grow anymore. And your growth stocks, on the other hand, they typically won't pay dividends, specifically because they're trying to take the returns that they're receiving and they're trying to invest it into the growth of the company. Whereas the companies that are already established, they pay dividends out to the shareholders in order to, reward them for owning the stock. But so growth companies, as it says right here, this is an article with Investopedia. It says companies that pay dividends and those that don't. Scroll down here, and I highlighted a portion that I wanted to go over with you. So it says the following notable technology companies have historically declined to issue dividends, and that would be Alphabet, which is Google, Facebook, Amazon, Biogen, and Tesla. The list goes on and on with the growth companies that don't actually pay dividends, but these are just notable ones. And it also says the bottom line: when a company pays dividends, it returns some of its profits directly to shareholders, sending a signal to the market of a stable and reliable operations. Newer companies, or those in the technology space, often opt instead to redirect profits back into the company for growth and expansion, so they do not pay dividends. Rather, this reinvestment of retained earnings is often reflected in a rising share price and capital gains for investors. How this relates to crypto, and specifically proof of stake, is that, like I said, when it comes to proof of stake, I've noticed it really is almost like owning a growth stock that is going to pay you dividends. So it's like even more compound interest and compound returns on top of each other, which is impossible to find in the stock market. All of these crypto projects are growth projects. None of them have established a market or anything like that. So it's all a lot of speculation and up in the air. So normally in the stock market, we're investing in companies that you're speculating on, that are growth. You're not going to get any kind of percentage return or reward paid out to you. But if you come to this website, stakingrewards.com, it will come show you all the cryptos that have some kind of basically passive income that can be earned, staking rewards that are paid out. So Tezos, you hear me mention this one all the time. I honestly think this is the top proof of stake coin, at least right now. We'll see as we move along which one moves up these lists, but for now, it's Tezos in my opinion, and that's why I'm always referring to it, when I talk about my portfolio and crypto projects that I think are going to blow up. Tezos is one of them. So, the reason this is so great is because not only are you holding your Tezos, which has potential to grow to, astronomical numbers from where it is now. Who knows how high they can all go. But the same thing with Cosmos, Algorand, and so on. They all also pay you more Tezos. So if you hold Tezos, even if you hold it on Coinbase, you just get paid. And I think now it's roughly like 4 point something percent return. Cosmos, I think you can do it on Binance. And so on, or you can have your own nodes. But you're getting paid Tezos as Tezos grows. So you just get this massive compound interest. And as I've talked about before, as I did in my XRP versus Ethereum video up in the right-hand corner, Ethereum is trying to switch to Ethereum 2.0, where they're going to have a proof-of-stake system in place. And if you come over here to ethereumprice.org, there is a calculator in there that will show you what staking is going to look like potentially as far as returns. So the known number right now to stake, to have your own node with Ethereum is going to be 32. You need to have 32 Ethereum to have your own node. There will be other ways to stake if you don't have that many, so don't worry about that. But just to give you an example here. So it shows if you have 32 Ethereum and you stake it for 10 years, by year 10, you should have roughly 120 Ethereum. So not only is your Ethereum growing in value, dollar value, you're also growing your Ethereum. You don't have to do anything. You just put it over there, stake it away, and there it goes. So why is that massive? That's like being able to accumulate shares of Amazon for doing nothing while the price of Amazon continues to go up. Any investor is going to jump on this idea once they realize how this works, and also once it's an established, credible investment. So as crypto moves into a mass adoption phase, it's gaining more credibility, with banks being able to custody crypto and everything. It's not going away. So I think jumping on these proof of stake crypto projects early is going to be, massive upside potential. I mean, because, in 10 years, Ethereum will either not exist or it will be valued a lot higher than what it is right now, which is roughly like, what, $320 something dollars. But yeah, so not only will it be valued a lot higher, you'll also have more. And the same thing goes with any of these other crypto projects. Another one that I also talk about a lot is Elastos. Elastos is not mentioned on this list, but if you come over to this website, elanodes.com, you can come here and see all the different super nodes for Elastos staking and the ones that you can vote on and get paid out on. And it shows right here, 32% of the Elastos supply is staked away. So that's 32% of all circulating Elastos is no longer available for purchase currently. That also will drive the price. So I'm sure you can see now the growth potential here if you don't quite understand what's going on. Same with Tezos. So Tezos, 80% of Tezos is staked away. So that means there's only 20% of all Tezos is actually circulating around and available to be traded on, Coinbase or wherever it is that you're purchasing it. Cosmos right here, 70% staked away. Algorand, 61. These are all available on Coinbase, I believe, as well. So on and so forth. 54%, 36%. The point being, and Elastos as well, it's not included on this list, but I think it should be. They have it top 10 crypto assets by score. I'm not sure if Elastos has been evaluated, to be honest, over here. But anyway, so when you're taking this high demand growth stock essentially off the market, so 80% of them staked away, and then it's also generating you more Tezos, the ability for compound interest there is like something never seen before. So that's just my take on proof of stake. I've had people ask me before, should they do mining? Just a quick touch on that. Mining, in my opinion, is totally outdated. You have to continuously buy, updated computer hardware that can keep up. So you might buy a new graphics card or something and start mining a new crypto today, and then within a month, that card will probably be obsolete and you'll have to buy another one. You'll have 2 and then 3 and so on. You just have to consistently keep up with it and keep investing. And what sounds like the better deal, just buy the Tezos and have it create more Tezos, or continuously buying more computer hardware to get the same result, because all you're doing with proof of work is just you're participating in the network similar to proof of stake. You just have to buy computers to do it rather than just buying the token itself and letting it grow naturally. So yeah, that's my quick opinion on mining. It's just you have to either commit 100% of your time and money to it, or it's not going to be profitable or worth it, whereas proof of stake is very passive and easy to do, and doesn't take a fancy computer at home to do it either. So all right, I hope that was interesting, and maybe you learned something today again. But as always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.
What is a cashless society? What does it actually mean in a literal or high-level sense?
Money will become like these, relics of a different age, and will only be found in places like this. In other words, hard cash will disappear. It will become electronic, transferred by things like these.
Then Tracy is in Beijing to show us what a nearly cashless society actually looks like. Ben, good morning.
Mobile payment transactions in China reached a cumulative total of 277.4 trillion RMB in 2018, ranking #1 in the world, according to the recently released statistical report on internet development in China. As of June 2019, online payment users in the country reached 633 million. The cashless society is now approaching.
When's the last time you paid with cash? Well, chances are cash has taken a backseat to the plastic in your wallet and smartphone pay apps.
Denver 7's Ryan Luby explains the digital pay revolution and why not everyone is on board.
The cashless society, the cashless society.
The cashless society.
The cashless society is now approaching.
The cashless society.